There we go. I keep bumping this monitor for some reason. Keep sliding my camera over just slightly to where you can see the edge of the green screen either direction. All right. Let's get ready. Oh yeah, we have the shortcut we can go for as well too. That should be fun later. Hey Noel, how's it going? Hello Lego. Hey Nova, how are you doing? Hope everybody's doing well today.
Fight another day.
Yeah, live to fight another day.
And stone.
At least it's not the Hunt Showdown one of live to die another day. Alright. Let's get ready for some deep dives. The Titanic prize. And we have water balloons this time, which is awesome. Also, is it just me or does anybody else have this, like, extremely low? I'm not sure if this is tied to something in particular. Because, like, when I upped my volume all the way and really paid attention, I could hear this. But it is extremely low. We need to get in so I can play with my controller. Oh, you're playing with the controller today? Okay. Oh, best of luck with that. You could make it easier on yourself if you wanted to go with like random bullet build. That wouldn't be so bad. Just got my Scout to Gold 2 today. Awesome. Hello, Wesper. Oh, a live stream. Yes, live streams this. Honestly, it's interesting playing with a controller. I just had to remap it a little. Oh, okay. Was there anything really weird? I don't remember what the controller buttons are. It's been a while since I played with it. Oh, you can actually throw these pretty... Huh. Grenade buttons are one on PlayStation or PlayStation 3 controller. Oh, okay. PlayStation 1 controller. Obviously, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I guess that depends. Because I've always just played it on my Xbox controller, but it's got the extra buttons at the top and the extra buttons on the back. So. That's usually, I think everything on here is the X, Y, A, and B button. Alright, you know, let's go with a randomized loadout. I guess I'll take Gunner for the first one. Why not? Yeah, low gravity as well.
Skull to rock and stone to the empires of old.
I just use my mouse and keyboard. I want to look like I'm trying a controller, but I have to buy one first. Oh, okay. Over the longest time, I played everything with a controller because I just wasn't used to a mouse and keyboard. And actually, it was Deep Rock that really helped me get more used to mouse and keyboard, which helps in a lot of other games too. Unless I want to be a psychopath and sync up my Joy-Cons to my laptop. Guess you could, which I think I can do. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I haven't played Deep Rock in a long time with controller. Certain other games I've played since then with controller, but they're usually games that make a bit more sense. Like when I streamed through Red Dead 2, I played that with a controller because that made a lot more sense. And same with all of my playthroughs through Elden Ring, were always with controller. Because I never bothered to learn what the mouse and keyboard buttons were. Controller was just way easier for that.
We're all gonna die.
Oh, okay. Interesting pickaxe there. I got the hurricane and I got the coil gun. Sorry. Wait. That's what I thought this is. Alright, mine layer system. Yeah, right, I was grinding the 150k bolts in Ratchet, so I decided to use controller today. Ah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, I always remember that taking like the longest time in Ratchet. At least the first Ratchet and Clank. I got up to 130k, only 20 more to go. Alright, well that's good. Don't know exactly what this is. Whoops. I don't think it's mole. I don't know what this is actually. It just feels like normal coil gun with like fast charge speed. Alright, spitballer. Oh yeah. There's a spitballer. There we go. Oh, whoop. Hey, I have Sweet Tooth. Yeah, still not clue what I have on my coil gun. Could kind of be anything. I do have stun on this though. You got Reanimizer again on this. I'm gonna try to make a rock and stone with Joy-Cons. Wish me luck. Alright, good luck with that. No, there's another roller. Yeah, I got vampire too. I've got 2 health related perks. Nice. There's sticky grenades too, don't I? Yeah. Oh, well. Okay, oh, a bunch of little swarmers. Howdy, Ron and Chad. Howdy, Rare. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. And hello, Mahai. How are you doing today? Alright. Got another egg. Yeah. Oh, there was another egg up there too. This should kind of work, I think. I think they're after me. Maybe? Yeah, it seems like that's kind of working. Okay. So we still got the egg up there, and then we still got the egg down there, and one more egg the other way. For a second, I couldn't find the train scanner button. Is it select or something? I would assume it's select.
Bug sign. We got bug sign.
Oh, here comes the bugs. Yeah, select for me? Okay. Yeah, I've got hover boots, which I'm probably gonna forget to use, and I've got heightened senses, which could be useful because we do have a cave leech cluster on one of these. Any more mods? I might do mods later. Not for this stream though. This one's probably just gonna be the dives, and then maybe some other missions to get my shark hat, because I don't have that one yet. Oop.
Get the height up.
All right. Might as well call one of these in. We're gonna need it. Okay. And there we go. And then let's see, where is the last egg? It's on the other end of the area. Probably the one that's up high next to the black box. Like, there we go. Go over here then. What's up, Ron? What's up, chat? Well, hello, Spartacus. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Jeff. We're doing well today as well. All right, stumbling over a word still. Let's see. Hello, Echo. Yeah, just for reference, I haven't turned my Switch on for a few months. Ah, okay. Hang on, I'm coming. I gotta go through a dirt wall first. Have you ever experienced glitches? Like being inside the rock in a mission? I got slapped by a stingtail during the beta, and it sent me to some other zone underneath the map where I couldn't see anything, and then it failed our mission for us. Once everybody died, even though it said I didn't die. Yes. Molly.
Ever considered sticking a silencer on that thing?
Come on, Molly. I've got the egg. All right. Let's do this.
The connection if you don't stay close by it, so try not to leave the triangulation zone marked.
Lighting up!
All eggs collected. Lift completed.
And maybe make some light.
Okay. Put out some mines there and we're good to go. So, yeah, I have experienced some glitches in this. Funny enough, when we were playing Cyberpunk yesterday, we were experiencing some glitches. Some of them turned out to be pretty good. Like, the very first one I seen was probably the best. Where it's like the intro to Night City and my person was just T-posing. Everybody in the first scene was just T-posing. But my person didn't have their head for whatever reason. They were just sliding across the floor. I got that one. There was one of the like combat bots that you're supposed to be fighting that also T-posed at me after I punched him. That was a pretty good one. Oh, Jackie walked through some lockers and blew them up. That was a pretty decent one. And the last one, some girl was talking to me during a mission, and she was supposed to be sitting down and was just sliding around the room trying to talk to me. I go, my ego. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Alright, what the heck did I get then? What's on the coil gun? It is reatomizer again. Okay, so I wasn't going to be able to tell what it was anyway. At least not easily. Really wish I had my cryo gun. Flamethrower's good. What the heck? Leave me alone, Praetorian. No more fire sludge driller.
It's too far. I've got a ship already.
Yeah. All right. I had a glitch last week where I could build an infinite number of infinite ammo engineer turrets. That's weird. Sounds pretty useful though. Also unlimited grenades in the same mission, huh? That does sound really weird. T-posing was so weird. I just played through at the same point, didn't see anything. That was normal for you. Hello, new party as well. Sorry, I missed your message when it first popped up, but hello. And also thank you for the subscribe, gang. Do appreciate that. Let's see. The black box literally looks like the upling, but smaller. Well, yeah, it's basically the same type of model. This week's elite seems very easy. Last week's stage was a pain. Yeah, that's very true, Willie. This week's not bad at all. Last week's pretty rough. Like probably one of the hardest ones that we've had in a long time. Maybe even in like the top 10 hardest ones that I've done. Probably in the top 10 hardest. I don't think it was the hardest one. I think the hardest one was the one where I did Hover Scout. And it was in Season 1 before Rival Presence got nerfed. It was in a big ice area and it was really hard. Alright, Cryo and Sledge, Cryo plus Vampire, Chef's Kiss. Yeah, that's nice. Literally any elite deep dive in Magma Core is already painful. Yeah, that's true. Certainly can be. This one took me a little while to do, at least this stage, because I had to kind of backtrack to get more kite. Yeah, I don't really need that. I'll just bounce on a dwarf's head. We won't take any fall damage. Ooh. Yes, I want to fight over here. We got mine layer system. I can do some damage here. Okay. I saw those over there. Hello, Yohan. The second mission of the Elite Deep Dive last week was so hard. Yeah, I lost twice on that one. I nearly lost again on the third. Oh, I don't think so. I think it's just like a press. Never mind. Oh, yep. Sorry. Oh, that's all mine. Okay, well. Interesting. Nope. Ding dong. Alright, I need some ammo. I do have resupplier, which is pretty cool. So I have all the health perks. I have resupplier, vampire, and sweet dude. Yeah, alright. Usually you don't need to stack up that much healing, but it's not a bad thing. Those are all really good passive perks. That scared the crap out of me. Yeah, that can happen. I didn't hear the bulk sounds. I heard something digging. But I just figured it was just an oppressor or something because I didn't hear the bulk sounds. Guess not. Second mission of the Elite Deep Dive last week was near impossible. It was pretty rough. Also, welcome over here to YouTube as well. Wait, there's more.
Just take your sweet time, old
I was
lady.
gonna say there's more like more kite here.
Friendly fire isn't actually friendly.
Alright, this game is like super short too, because I think like the next room we meet up in is like the last room. Oh god, yeah, this room's got the floor kite. That's right. All right. Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Getting more
All
ammo.
right. Oh. Okay. Oh, all right. You know, back on the mission to get all the floor kites.
Be gone, you shouldn't eat bread
right. Stage 2 down.
All your objectives are completed. Hit the button on the mule and we'll send in the drop pod.
Let's go.
Might as well grab some gold while we're here, I guess. Why not?
This part.
Yeah, Joy-Cons won't work on the controller due to how the joysticks work. Guess literally just can't move. Or, well, I can, but super slow. Ah, okay. Alright, well, I'm ready whenever.
Deep dive transport is on the way.
Let's get going. There go. Back to the start then. Yeah.
Drop pod has arrived. The mule has been called back. Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Alright. Oh, ran away. Back here. There we go. Let's get going. I don't really remember what the third stage was. Is it an elimination? I think it's elimination with eggs. And something else?
Zip line done.
Yes. Let's go. Oh.
Departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Oh, that's not good. Oh. There we go. Now let's go. Yes, to the last stage. There's a federal agent outside my house. All right, Tony. Good luck. You made a video about new bugs in DRG. I think something similar to a giant water bug would be really cool. Yeah, that'd be really cool too. There was a ton of bugs that I didn't cover in that video, but somebody had said, I don't remember who, had said on the other live stream where I said, what if there was more bugs or something? And I was referring to mods and just adding more bugs into the game, like just physically more bugs that we had when we were playing that the other day. But then they suggested maybe a video about like what other bugs could fit into Deep Rock, and I was like, yeah, that could be a cool video too. So I wanted to talk about some insects or bugs or whatever the heck they're considered for other enemies in there. So picked out 5 of them and made that video. I think it turned out pretty well. All the bugs they talked about are very strange, although the mantis shrimp in that video is not a bug, but although I don't know if any of them are technically considered bugs,
We've taken you right to the black heart of
because I'm pretty sure a water bug would be considered a bug, like a true one.
your A game.
Let's get the minerals.
At least if I'm thinking of the same type of water bug. Because I think water bugs are part of the assassin bug family. Could be wrong though. Flag bugs first? Sure.
Hello! Over here! One sentry gun, ready to be filled. One sentry gun, ready to be filled.
Free supply inbound.
Go get him, boy! My pod is here. Everybody, let's have a need to
Getting supply.
Yes.
Let's
More health, get more ammo.
Bug trap 2.0.
Here we might need one after the... Yeah.
Form up.
Okay.
Black box found and ready. Defend it while we retrieve its mission data. Do not leave the triangulation zone, or we will lose the connection.
Okay. Put all those down range. Because I'll just cover this side.
Shield up.
Side. 25% team.
Lifestyle all day.
I mean, Born Already kind of sucks with this, but that's alright.
Data retrieved. Objective completed. Right performance minus.
Alright. On to the Dreadnoughts then. I just don't want to get hit by Trijaws. Kind of helps with this deal.
Watch the spitballer.
Shield charged.
Damn. But
One platform. Ready to use.
Killer be killed.
yeah, there we go. I just got a randomizer to work there.
Ready to shoot. Born ready.
All right.
Stop shooting me. Zip line ready. You want some more?
All right.
Get ready. Platform. Leaks.
More leeches.
Never felt better. Yes.
Then I guess up over here. Yeah, where you guys go? I don't know. Guess the next room over, and we didn't find anything. Yeah. We went rock climbing and got kind of lost. Oh. Crap. Cool. Okay.
Bloody Jaw. Shield charged and ready. Resupply order.
All right.
Been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound.
Molly was here too, yeah.
Down it goes. Resupply arrived. Go restock.
All right.
Ready, rock.
Ready to kill some more crates. I needed that.
All right then. Rockin' stone to the bone. Rockin' stone. I don't even know what an assassin bug is, but just by the name, you think we could use one of those? You probably know what an assassin bug is just by like, if you type it into Google or something, you'll probably know what it is. You've probably seen one before. I'm ready. All right, back to the main room. Regular Dread. Yeah, it's regular Dread and twins.
I'm getting a rash. Flares. Recharging.
There's the OG and the twins, yeah. I think having eggs on its back to hatch as you would fight would be interesting, yeah. You had a strange build? I have a strange build in this one? Kinda. It's a random build. It's Reatomizer and Mine Layer System. Oh, hello. Hey. I'm getting out of here. Hang on. Dang it. Alright, I'm going back down and around then. First off, grab some HP. Alright. Now that I got my HP back.
Shield ready. Yikes! That thing almost took my beard off. Deployed up.
Alright. Yeah, looks like if I go up and around that way. You guys got this. I'll be back up in just a moment.
For Karl!
Okay. At least I didn't get fire mines for this. I got stunning mines, which is kind of nice. Okay. Alright.
Fucking stone forever.
First dread down.
Rock on.
Does the Elite Deep Dive give you a Matrix after completing the regular dive? Yes. So long as it's the first time. First time for both, you get Matrixes either way.
Getting supplies. Watch and learn.
I made a platform.
Cleared and free.
I'm ready again. Don't worry about it happens. Yeah. I mean, sometimes that happens, especially if you didn't know that you were going into a dread fight. Or if you drank the randomizer. And you just happened to get the flamethrower. It's like there wasn't really a whole lot of things that could have been done there. Well. Plus, we're nearly done with this anyway, so. Ooh. Might be a little bit harder to use mind layer system on. They really don't like you know, but at least the Arbalist doesn't. Really just like non-stop keep throwing stuff. Yeah, different reward pool. Yeah, different reward pool. Yeah. Okay, well, on this other direction then. I gotcha. Woo! God. Can I do have resupplier, so yep. Alright. Yeah, you. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Call down our last resupply as well, because why not? Everybody grab ammo, grab health, whatever you need. Let's get going. Alright, yeah, pretty chill Elite Deep Dive this week. Hello around, hello Holy Thunder, how's it going? Ron just shot a man in Rio. I know I downed one teammate there, unfortunately, with the mine layer system. Wasn't trying to do it, it just sort of happened. Like that. Didn't mean it. But it did happen. Aha. gonna hop over here. Stick these over here too.
Hurry up! Rockpot isn't hanging around forever!
Rock and roll and stone.
Got a detonator. Bulk spawned on the pod, yeah. Uh-oh. Leave me. I mean, is there? No, okay, it's an oppressor and a detonator. You might be able to iron will your way out if you got that. Nothing more? Oh, okay. Oh. Well, we killed the detonator. If that's any consolation. They should add a new Dreadnought, like ice or flying. That could be cool. Alright, we did it! Hooray! He had Reatomizer tryharding the elite deep dive. I see, fair enough, yes. I got the most tryhard loadout. I got Reatomizer with no way to trigger it, and Mine Layer system. At least I got stuns on the Mine Layer system though, and faster rate of fire, so it's actually a pretty nice Mine Layer system. Alright, then let's go here. The Weeping Jewel. Aha. I'm surprised how quick those actually fly. Whoop. Gotta go run. Getting some overtime pay today though. Oh, alright, nice. You all want me to go? I don't really mind you staying. It's perfectly fine. Skill level doesn't matter here. Yeah, not at all. Not when I had Reatomizer and Mine Layer system, which, I mean, Mine Layer system is good. Reatomizer with no way to trigger, it's kind of weird. I got 680 kills last night in a mission. Awesome. I'm not sure if the Arbalist is really tanky or if I just had backfeeding module on the bowgun. Ah, okay. I don't know. Sometimes the twins seem tankier and take longer than you would think. Other times they don't. Other times they just die pretty fast. Maybe that's the worst overclock for a Dreadnought ice? There. See you later, Nova. Try to enjoy work as much as possible. I hope you get some awesome overtime pay and maybe a brownie or something out of it. You're too dangerous for pants. Am I? I haven't exploded yet today. That's kind of surprising. Although I guess I'd be prone to explode. On mine it says I'm a liability. Nova's prone to explode. A liability and a liability, where all liabilities are prone to explode on mine. If I did my math right, I'm getting like $40 an hour today because reg pay plus overtime plus incentive pay because I picked up on a weekend day. Oh, very nice. Well, that sounds pretty good. Hooray for payments. Sounds like it should be a good payday once you get to that.
Here and there and everywhere.
All right.
Bottoms up, friends.
Let's see. Would anybody like to see a particular class build or anything like that? I was planning on doing another randomizer build, but any class in particular since we played Gunner now,
Hurry up.
or
Get younger, you know. R&D put a bit of work in it.
how long does it take to actually run? Hello. I might have made it back just in time. Hey.
I'm never gonna get used to this.
Order a round of. Actually, we need Red Rock.
Round of Red Rock blasters, extra sugar around the ring, please.
See, can I get that? Edge of the mission, accidentally triggering due to wormholes. Yeah, exactly.
Where am I?
I'm out in space this time. Oh,
Oh, I needed that.
there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rock.
All right, somebody still needs to grab their Red Rock.
Never felt better.
I think it's you.
So weird.
All right, and then randomizer,
A round of randomizers.
sledge driller, full velocity AG mixture. We can do that. Engineer, please. Well, driller was asked first, so let's do that.
Ain't no obstacle I can't clear.
Let's see, full velocity AG mixture is just that, and everything else is normal, I guess. Sure, we'll do it like that. What do we want with full velocity? We can't really have full velocity anything else. Maximum rate of fire? Or something? Yeah, the overtime pay is great when combined with the incentive. Yeah, sounds that way. Basically, you can snipe stuff off with the sludge pump. Yep. Today is DRG day for Karl. For Karl. Doesn't the EPC have velocity mod? It does have one, huh? It has that. So, yeah, sure. I'll take that for mining. I may want to go get incinerated before we start, because I'm a little bit, Hey, my accuracy's still pretty good, though. I got myself and a barrel in. Full velocity driller, yes. The neuro corrosive on the Sabata last year. That one could be pretty good, too. I guess we can try full velocity and see what happens. Let's see, I tried for many hours to get the P rank on the Blood Sauce dungeon today, but my attempts were all in vain. Worst is that I had multiple attempts where I was very close to victory and still failed. Oh, that's always rough when you're trying to go for like the high scores. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Palm trees upside down. Or inside out, one of the two, or both. Is there an assignment for the summer event? Yeah, there should be. Yeah, it's right here. Summer Hoxie's Cruise or the last year's Summer Fashion. Well, I guess both of them are. This is for all the old stuff. This is for the new stuff. Which I should probably accept, because I want that shark hat. Reminds me of the shark hat I had in Killing Floor. And all the variations of the shark hat I had in Killing Floor. I would always put that on Mr. Foster because I thought it looked funny. Like you put the gas mask with the skull on it, and then you put the shark on the back of his head. Hey Rod, I found your channel recently and I love your content. Thanks for the quality content. Oh, well, thank you for, well, enjoying the stuff, Austin. I do appreciate it. I've been trying to put a lot more effort into the various videos I've been making. Today should be a very fun video that's going out. That was our grave robber run in Fallout New Vegas. I think the video turned out really well. It did take me a while to edit it, but I think it was worth it. And it was a very fun playthrough. Very weird and very janky at the best of times, but I think that made it even better. You did it on your end? I bugged the tree? Yes. Bug in the space rig? Mm-hmm. This game has tons of bugs. Although the bugs and glitches in games are usually the funniest parts of it. Because me and Johnny were talking about Cyberpunk yesterday, since I had played that for the first time yesterday, and it was really fun, and I had a couple of bugs. Some of which I saved and I will make into like shorts, or I might make into a compilation as people asked if there's enough of them throughout the whole playthrough. I'll probably do that. But yeah, that was pretty funny, because when I was talking to him, he said, I don't know why people were complaining about some of the bugs and glitches in Cyberpunk, because for me, they just made them more funny. Like the people just sliding around or something, or like the weird stuff happening. Like, I can understand, you know, game-breaking bugs to where you just can't play the game or something. But as for like the silly stuff, that's not so bad. There was actually another bug that I had that I just remembered. I don't think I saved it. But it was when Jackie was trying to give me the thing with Johnny on it, and he's like, here, take this, and isn't holding anything. My guy's like, I'm gonna take such good care of this, and like he's just holding nothing in his hands. Ah, the randomizer. Yeah, you're alright, I can just kind of snipe stuff with this. Aha. Oh. We're rich. You do other jobs other than YouTube, or is YouTube your full-time? YouTube's my full-time, but I do also do other jobs too, sort of. Like, I do take care of my neighbor's property when they're out of town, because they have it as like an Airbnb, and usually that's just taking care of like yard work, nothing really that crazy, which is nice because it lets me, you know, get outside and do yard work, and that's one of the things I really enjoy doing. It's also nice to, you know, take time away from the PC, because there's a lot of time where I'm just sitting here like editing videos or recording stuff, and I do like to get up and move and go out and things like that. Like recently, well, most recently, it's just been fixing stuff that's been breaking around their place. They said their sprinklers were acting weird. They had 2 sprinklers that weren't working. Found out that on the other side next to their AC unit, the irrigation pipe had just popped off. Like, it hadn't really broken. It's just, it seemed like it got overpressurized and just like popped the end off. So had to put that back on. The one sprinkler wasn't working. I tried just touching it, just moving it a little bit, and then it just burst. So replaced that one, and they also needed their doorknob replaced on the front door, which was a pain getting off. I actually had to cut the whole doorknob apart. Well, I pulled the doorknob apart, and then like the arm in it that's supposed to be holding, well, it's more like a case of metal that's holding an arm in it that's just supposed to retract to actually pull it back, was not working, so I had to cut the entire like metal part apart. But yeah, for the most part, I do YouTube full-time. Or I guess kind of everything full-time, since it's a mixture of stuff that I get paid for, mostly on YouTube, mostly through ads, partially through people's memberships or from their super chats. Those help add up. Same with like Patreon, and then I also have like a merch store that I don't really promote, and I haven't really gotten anything new in for quite a while. Maybe I should hire some artists to make some new designs. So there's like all of that, plus any sort of other tips and stuff. Run as a handyman, basically. Yeah, I get called quite a lot for like fixing stuff around town, because people know that I can fix quite a few things around here. I'm not like licensed or anything for any of this, but I don't like overcharge people or anything. I understand a lot of people around where I live can't really afford normal stuff, so I'll just, you know, take whatever they're willing to pay me. I would always do this before too. Like that, when I first started doing that, I think I was like 14 or so, and I was doing like flooring for people because like they couldn't do it themselves, or like they couldn't hire people for it. But I originally I wouldn't charge them very much at all. I would just say like, okay, if you get me all the materials and everything, I can do all the floors and stuff, and you know, pay me $100-200, whatever it is, for however big the floor project is. Mostly because at that time I just wanted to get stuff for like skateboarding material, because it'd be like I broke my board or something and I need to buy a new one, or I need new shoes or something, or there's like new games coming out and I wanted to buy them. So it was stuff like that that originally started me just doing that. But like it didn't bother me that it's like, well, people couldn't pay me very much, because like I didn't really care. I just wanted enough to, like, you know, like I said, buy new shoes, buy a new board, buy new stuff for my skateboard or whatever. And then sort of just became like another part-time job as well, in addition to my other previous part-time job. And I was also doing this, which at the time was also paying me basically like a part-time job. So I basically had like 3 part-time jobs that I didn't really do full-time, and then this one just sort of became my full-time job over time. Which I think is pretty cool. I like this job quite a bit. It's nice. I get to talk to people. I technically get to make my own hours, but generally I'm working more hours on this than on anything else. But that's okay, because I really enjoy working on this. And let's mine all that out. So it's been interesting. Then, like I said, I do other stuff, like Nova said, basically handyman things. Ron really enjoys yard work. Yeah, I like yard work. I actually like doing landscaping quite a bit. It's kind of nice. I get to be alone. Just kind of get to think about stuff. Work outside. Get a decent amount of exercise too. So I never disliked doing any of that stuff.
Another pump jack connected to the refinery. Just one more to go.
I know some coworkers that I worked with did not like things like that. Fun fact, drain in the crystalline caverns and dense biozone is actually does something besides making the dwarves complain. Of course, it reduces the brightness of the flares and makes dwarves immune to fire. Yeah, I was thinking it had something to do with fire. I don't remember though. Irritable workaround, professional service can get very expensive. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, well, like I said, there's a lot of people like that live in the area that I live that couldn't afford a lot of stuff. Or were like retirees and, you know, wanted to pay but really couldn't because they had to do other things or they had to take care of other stuff. Because like I remember one job that I did was for an elderly couple who I think their son had just passed away or something. He had been sick for quite a while. He was also fairly old at that point too, and they had inherited they had taken some of his stuff and offered me some of the things or whatever I wanted, basically is what they said, because they didn't have a place for it. So I remember from that I got I think it was like a full side of lamb that was in their freezer because they wanted to give me something and they couldn't really like pay me, which was, you know, perfectly fine. I didn't have a problem doing that. And then whatever I wanted from that, so I got 3 books from there. So I have like a fairly old version of The Three Musketeers, an old version of A Tale of Two Cities, and an old version of Last of the Mohicans, which are currently in the other room on my bookshelf, which is pretty cool. I've actually got quite a lot of books that I've red over time, usually from inheriting from other people. Where's the dread anyway? But I remember that being kind of a cool one. All they wanted to clear out stuff, I think, in part of their house or something like that. I think that was the same job that I was doing. Oh yeah, it's really out of the way, isn't it? All right, well, I'm ready.
There's a Dreadnought good here.
Let's do this. Regular dread. Okay. Oh, okay. This is kind of how you're supposed to get up there. Or seemingly. At least with Driller, we can just go straight up. YouTube as a job is so epic. Setting your own hours and having infinite flexibility on how much you want to work on it. Don't have to compete with anybody for time off or anything. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I still, like I said, I usually put more hours into this than I ever did in like any of my other jobs, but this one I enjoy putting a lot of hours into. It's so fun to make stuff. And it's fun to do like live streams like this. Whether it be just to hang out with people or whether it be to gather footage or kind of a combination of both. That's usually what I treat the live streams as, not really like ways to make lots of money. Although I think statistically the live streams do make the most, but that's just because like people are more likely to donate on live streams anyway. So it's like that's where you get the most from. Or if people rewatch streams, it's like statistically, you know, rewatching a 2 to 3 hour stream is going to be worth way more than, like, let's say 10 people or probably even 20 or 30 people rewatching like a 5-minute video. So it's definitely interesting. All right. Ron, what's your favorite weapon in Deep Rock Galactic? That's really hard for me to say. Because all the weapons in Deep Rock I like a lot, and they're all very satisfying. And once you throw overclocks in, they change even more. I guess if I had one, it would probably be like bullet hell from the minigun. Because like it's not the strongest for the minigun. It's not the strongest overclock in the game. But it's so much fun. I just love having the bouncy bullets go everywhere. So I guess I would pick that one if I had to pick any, but there's so many choices. Bullet hell is the best. It's all fun until YouTube videos arbitrarily stop being profitable? I guess it depends. Do you mean like just for the lifetime of the video, or do you just mean like if the video gets like content ID'd or age restricted? Because if so, then yeah, the video doesn't really make much money after that. But the way I look at it, it doesn't really matter that much. Because it's not like... The only thing... I've kind of talked about this before. The only thing I really care about money-wise is so long as I have enough money to pay off my bills and enough money to spend on a couple of whatever the heck I want to do, and then maybe some more to invest in something and to potentially give to charity. I don't really care about anything else. I'm not trying to make hundreds of thousands of dollars or anything. Like, if I did, I would just end up giving the majority of it to charity anyway. So, like, in that regard, it would be cool to have, but in terms of, like, personal gain, I don't think it would be that amazing. And since we have like, we have up to, what is it, like 42,000 subscribers now, which is crazy. If you want to look at it from like a business perspective, would you get, let's say, maybe even just half of that? Or let's just go with the full amount. Let's just say 40,000. Would you get 40,000 people to potentially give you what is equivalent to $2 throughout the entire year? And then you'd have like $80,000. That's more than I would know what to spend on. So, like, would it be cool? Yeah, potentially, but is it necessary? Not really. And also, it's not like $2 of just, you know, here's $2 through donations. It could be $2 through just like watching videos to make that. So, I don't know. It really depends. I guess it depends on what your goals are and how you're going about it. My goal has never been to be like super rich or anything. I haven't really cared about that. I just like doing this as a as a job and as a hobby. And I really like doing all the work for charity and stuff, so like, again, if we ever do get to that point where I'm just making way too much money, it's probably just gonna all be donated anyway. It's either gonna be donated or it's gonna be like on hiring other people to do other projects that I want to do. It's like, I would like to hire editors, I would like to hire thumbnail artists. I mean, other artists to potentially make like merch that I think looks really cool. I could see that being something that would be awesome too. And then like, if I want to do other channels as well, probably just doing that. Well, there's two big nitro pockets hidden above one of the pump jacks. Oh, really? That's cool. Demonetization and stuff. Yeah, that's true. Your videos can potentially get demonetized. Mine usually don't. Like, there's been a few that have, but not very regularly. Like, the last one that was the bladed weapons tier list from Fallout. That one got age restricted. I got no email about it. I got nothing about it, just saying like, oh, it's age restricted. I tried to appeal it. It immediately got shot down. It's like, okay, well, that kind of sucks, but re-upload it so other people could watch it, because once it does get age restricted, it just doesn't get shared, and you have to like log in. So re-uploaded it with some editing, and basically I used the entire footage that I did before. I guess it was smaller, but just called it Melee tier list, and then YouTube's bot didn't have any problem with it. So I don't know. I don't think it's ever happened with any of the Deep Rock stuff. I don't think I've ever had any problem with any of the Deep Rock stuff. Well, besides like that one week where, for whatever reason, the comments got turned off. I'm assuming just because the title's name, or it was just the deep dive's name of the, like the Madman's Womb or something. Like, didn't get age restricted, didn't get demonetized, just got comments disabled for some reason. Oh, yes, we can just leave. That's right. Alright, sorry about that. I was thinking we had to wait a second. If you're doing a full-time job, you usually want to be able to profit from your videos, unless I'm just greedy. It really depends, because you could also go like the sponsorship route, and then like who cares if your video gets demonetized? If the sponsorships paid you enough for that one video, like it would be more so than what you would make anyway. Depends on how you want to see it. Wait, the layout of the weekly deep dives are the same and not randomized? No, they're always the same. Certain objects can be moved around, like let's say the uplink. The uplink can be in different places, but it's the the cave seed itself is going to always be the same. So the caves are always going to generate the same. And all I remember about it, the odd one's out saying YouTube, well, flexible is not stable full-time job, and that stuck with me. Yeah, that's true. But that's, yeah, a lot of jobs. Same you're on. I agree with your philosophy on that. Okay. You don't get mad if somebody tells you about the deep rock or about the deep dive in advance, do you? No, not really, because usually I go with like a random build anyway, so like it doesn't really benefit me a whole lot as to like what I'm going in for. And I don't think there's too much to actually like spoil about the deep dive. It's not the same as like certain games where it's like a story-driven game and then somebody just like, oh, the plot twist is this. Like, I don't think you can really spoil much in Deep Rock. God, the dwarves like beer. Your mind is blown now. The dwarves don't like mission control too much. The Howdy you're on? I got the nuke overclock on NG today. Very nice shadow. Ooh, yeah, I just about fell down a hole. That one's very fun. Hope you're enjoying it. And be careful not blowing yourself or your team up. I think we'd have Swarm again with all these little guys. Pretty cool that I... Oh wait, yeah, this is actually a random build. It's like pretty cool that I got axes, but that's right, we went full velocity driller. Maybe we should have went with the saw blades instead. I feel like they move a lot faster than the axes. YouTube algorithm is pretty bizarre. Depends. I feel like a lot of people get paranoid about the YouTube algorithm. I think the easiest way to think about it is whenever you think algorithm, just think audience. Like, with the exceptions of maybe age-restricted stuff. That's about it. I think that's a much easier way to think about it and a much healthier way to think about it, because otherwise it seems like people get really paranoid about, you know, the algorithm. The algorithm's not showing my stuff. Like, okay, well... Have your last couple videos been doing well or not? How often do you upload? How much of your audience is watching your stuff? How much of your audience is growing? So, yeah, it just depends. Dwarves like beer. Spoilers, I'm angry. Yeah, exactly.
Why can't we just shoot it?
Okay, just that one. Let's get all this in.
Supply pod launched. Better stand back. Screws heading your way. Load up.
Supply pod is here. Everybody connect up.
Get it supplied.
Yeah. I said, what were you at? Oh, well. Alright, cover all this area. Ooh. I did actually hit him. Okay. Oh, gotta head to work now. Rock and Stone, right? Yeah, Rock and Stone. Yeah, I got an oppressor first before left the stage. Yeah, it's kind of annoying when you get stuff like that. They can just disrupt you. Yeah, true, you can ignore the algorithm if you have viewers that specifically check out your channel, which I think is the case in your audience. Could be. Kind of just depends. It's just based off of like watch time in total, more so than anything else. Like that's the main one that you want to be like keeping an eye on. How long are people watching your stuff before they click off? The longer the better. Oh. Okay, just that axe. But it's also just a matter of if you can't change something, then why worry about it? Sorry about that. And same thing kind of goes when you're like just starting out, whether it be streaming or YouTube or whatever it might be. You probably shouldn't be worrying about external things because you can't really control that. Kind of the same thing for like setting goals in that regard. It makes a whole lot more sense to set goals that you can reasonably achieve through efforts that you can put in, more so than just external achievements. So like if you started out and it's like, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, it's like, okay, well, you can't really control whether people subscribe or not. You could set better goals of just, you know, within this next week, I want to make my audio sound better. I want to make the video look better. I want to learn how to edit like this. Because those ones are more achievable. And if you keep setting goals like that, you'll naturally hit the other goals without too much trouble. Kind of like the same thing, like if you were working out or something. Like I want to bench press like 600 pounds, and then you immediately try it, and it's like you just like, well, that didn't really work out, did it?
Mind your fire, Dreadnought.
All right. Ready? So you kind of got to build your way up to that. On my street, my Steve stripped. Steve's running around without his armor again. Well, we do have 2 sludge pumps, so that makes sense. We got a hive guard this time. Interesting. Yeah, I think I saved myself from cave leech. Awesome. One time I heard a grabber in the distance, like 50 meters away, and I assume 1 second later I absolutely got jump scared by it. Grabbers can go through walls too. Like, if there's no passage to actually get to you, they will just go through walls. Which makes them kind of weird. Oh, well, alright. Ah, I did it again. Alright. First stage down. 2 more to go. I'm thinking of trying out the original Mass Effect from 2008. Cool. Mass Effect is a really fun game. I don't think it's as good as like the second Mass Effect, and I haven't ever played the third, but it's still a pretty fun game. And like it has a pretty cool story. I really like the story of the Mass Effect games. Oh. Yeah, take him out, Steve. Smack him. Okay. Yeah. Alright, I fell in a hole. Okay. Alright, there we go. Actually, I use like that, sort of, kind of. We'll do a little bit more damage. Oops. All right, good job, everyone. Avgard team is kind of good though. Yeah, that's true.
You eyeballing.
Dreadnoughts all share the same three themes? I believe so, yes. Alright. Ready. Oh, thank you for the subscribe too, Calamity G.I. Jane. Veteran U.S. Navy, even in parentheses. Okay. Do appreciate that. And thank you for the subscribe also, Lendro. We appreciate that as well. And we've got one more stage after this, which I have no clue what it is because I haven't done the regular dive yet. This one already seems about as tough as the elite one, though. This would be a great deep or elite deep dive to try if you haven't tried any deep dives or elite deep dives so far. Let's go. I enjoy Mass Effect 2 more than Mass Effect 1, but I missed the Mako tank. Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I kind of felt the same way. I enjoyed Mass Effect 2 more than Mass Effect 1, although Mass Effect 1 is not bad. I haven't played 3, and I assume that 3 is also pretty decent. I know just people didn't really like the ending of the story in that one, which is fair, because I am kind of aware of the way they ended it, and yeah, I could see not being a fan of it when your series is built on, like, if you make decisions, good things or bad things, like, happen. Like, the story can actually change quite a bit based on your decisions. And in Mass Effect 3, it's basically like, here's the ending, you get one. Or, what was there, like 3, but they're all basically the same? I don't actually recall. Trying out the original Mass Effect because it's the least demanding on space and RAM and such. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That works. It's also a fairly long game too. Well, sort of. I think usually Mass Effects are but like 20, 30-ish hours, maybe 40, maybe 40 or 50. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played them. I guess it also depends if you want to do a bunch of like the side content and stuff too, or if you were just doing like mostly main story. Just like any game. Because like last time when I streamed through New Vegas, it's like we streamed through it in what, like 10 hours or something. There we go. As opposed to like the usual, you know, 50 plus hours that you put into a playthrough if you're doing all DLCs and stuff. I didn't get eggs then. Huh. Okay. I hit a spitballer apparently.
Ollie, over here.
Mass Effect 3 story is absolutely a mess, but the gameplay is top tier. Yeah, I've heard the gameplay is quite good. I know a lot of people were upset with the story of it. It's like, again, I don't fully remember what it is. I remember seeing what it was and being like, oh, yeah, I can see why people wouldn't like that. And then I never tried, like, Andromeda either, so I heard that one was super buggy too on release. I don't know if it ever got better, or if they just left it like that. Oh. Oh, hey, we got another bulk. A lot of big Kaboom boys today. By the way, I'm going completely blind into the game. Literally all I know in Mass Effect is that has space elements. Yeah, it's like a space RPG. You get to pick like your different class, you can pick your characters, you can build up your squad. Whatever you feel like it needs. I always remember going with the, was it the soldier? Because I think that one was just like the recommended class to me, and it's like, yeah, I want to play with all the different weapons. I want to try them all out. And that was basically like what the soldier specialized in. It was like, oh, so heavy armor and all weapons. It's like, oh, that sounds pretty cool. So my person didn't have any of like the space psychic powers or the biotics or anything like that. It's like it was just guns. Which did make for a very simple playthrough of just, okay, I don't have any sort of space magic, I don't have any sort of bionic upgrades, I don't have any sort of powers like this, I just have gun. Use gun to solve problem. Let's see, an interesting point is that we had been loading into a mission for about 40 minutes. Well, everybody was already loaded. It was 50 minutes of loading on the mission. Oh, that sucks. That sounds terrible. And I get the last node for Zukov ammo? Oh, for the pod? Oh, I guess, if nobody else wants it. Another resupply? Yeah. Or if no one else wants it. Sorry. You know on. Whoops. There was an attempt. There were several attempts. None of them really helped. Alright, hang on, I'm going back. Oh, okay. The other egg is even further down. Or how far down? Biotics, yes. You can't solve a problem with the gun, you simply need more gun. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You just need more gun, that's all. You come from here, or... Yeah, I believe so, alright. Alright, well, we can drill further. Dirt! Yeah, okay, we did come through. I just walked around in a circle. Never mind. Base psychic powers, biotics, oh boy, this is gonna be wild. Yeah, sometimes they can be pretty cool, and you can command your own guys that can use them into using them for you, which is kind of nice. But yeah, generally I just went with the more gun strategy, and that seemed to work out just fine for me most of the time. We have a Dreadnought? That's a bit interesting. I haven't had a Dreadnought on a deep dive for quite some time. At least that's just spawned as a random one. Oh, hello, Dread. Yeah, we gotta go back the other direction. Yeah. Alright. We'll fight down here then in the last room of the mission. Seems like a decent place to fight. Oh, I'm dead. Actually, I'm not dead because this isn't a nice difficulty. Nice. I lived. I'm outside. No, I'm not outside the range. Thought I was. That's okay. I'm in an okay spot to actually get rezzed. Alright. Thank you, thank you. Don't worry, we gotcha. Oh, alright. Red is dead.
Kill some more crates. Rockety rockin' stove.
Objective completed.
Oh, whoops.
All-kite quota met.
Down the
Okay. I'm ready as well.
Objectives have been achieved.
Honestly, I'm thankful you guys haven't intentionally spoiled anything besides now me knowing of space psychic powers and stuff, but it'll probably be fine. Yeah, you learned about that like right away. And honestly, there's not too much I think that you could really spoil about the first Mass Effect. Like, there would be some stuff, but it's like you find out who the villain's gonna be fairly quick. You kind of find out your mission, and then a lot of it kind of just depends on your own choices as to like how things are gonna play out. So like really depends there. Like another potential spoiler, I don't think it's even in part 1, I think it's in part 2, where you can punch a reporter for being a reporter. I don't know if that's a spoiler. But it's something that you can do.
Don't shoot me.
But again, that's your choice if you wish to do it. Can cargo crates and machine events spawn inside deep dives? No, they cannot. No unique spawns can happen inside of deep dives, which is also why there's no Crassus and no golden loot bugs either. Right? I don't think there's any gold. Or no. Those can't spawn, right? You can still get Crassus detonators and porters, but they are specific to the level. Machine events and cargo crates can't. Yeah, never mind. I don't know why I was thinking that. The reporter's kind of asking a loaded question. Or loaded questions non-stop, though. That is true. But it's like, that's another one that kind of pops to mind in, like, the Mass Effect sense of, like, oh yeah, you can punch out a news reporter. Because... like, it doesn't really look all that good, since you're supposed to be one of, like, the... basically the few people that has, like, complete, oh, whoops. You know, like, you have complete law immunity. You're basically, like, the highest level of, like, space detective type thing. And then it's like, oh yeah, if you want to, you can punch out a reporter. And technically, there's no consequences that come of it, but, like... it just seems kind of funny. Even if you're doing, like, the evil route, you probably wouldn't want to do that. I guess it's not the evil route, it's the, what is it, renegade route? This isn't even the first time I've seen a Dreadnought deep dive, random spawn while watching your stream. Yeah, it's happened a couple of times. Not too often, but it does happen from time to time. What's up, Ron? How's the dives? Going pretty good, Saul. They're pretty chill this week. Although, for whatever reason, on that last stage, on the regular dive, they gave us a Dread as a spawn. So, that's kind of cool. That doesn't happen too often. Yeah, you're sort of supposed to be representing the best of humanity. Yeah, exactly. If you're playing the role, you really shouldn't punch her, no matter how good it'll feel. Yeah, exactly. I mean, even like I said, like with the like renegade route, where you're supposed to be kind of more of like, basically an edgelord and a jerk to everybody, or more often than not. That's not the only role of it, but
Rock and stone, everyone.
that does happen throughout. It's like, it still seems like a really stupid idea for you to be in, like, such a position and still, like, just punch a reporter for no reason. Like, it seems like you would gain very, very little. 91 on the pass now? Nice. So much close. Only, what, 8 more levels till you get the hair? Till you get Sapphire? GG's, but I gotta get going. Alright. Hey, take care. Thanks for playing with us. Do appreciate it. Boots calling? Yeah. I'll probably play this mission and maybe one more, depending on how quickly we do this. Not entirely sure. Hey guys, thanks for the runs. Oh, thanks for being a part of it. Do appreciate it. Mass Effect is weird with tone. Sometimes it's so serious. Next, you're punching a reporter and playing, and it's playing for laughs. Yeah, exactly. That can be very true.
Okay, this is fine.
Huh, I can hear it more when somebody else is doing it than when I play it. Interesting.
Can't hide from this.
But yeah, you're right. Mass Effect can be kind of weird in its tone. Not as weird as certain games. Like last year when we played through the Silent Hill games, those probably had some of the strangest tones. Like just going all over the place where it's like, you have like meaningfully funny parts in like part 3, even when there's like weird, creepy stuff going on. Part 2 is just like straight up depressing throughout the whole game and disturbing. Part 4 is just bizarre. Part 1, I guess, is maybe the most normal, but I think it's because it has like the least amount of talking.
Rock and stone like there's
Come on, guys.
And I know the later games also have some weird stuff going on with them too, but that's kind of intentional for Silent Hill. It's like everything is supposed to be weird and strange. Maybe we'll do another random loadout since I didn't do it for the last stage. Sure, randomized driller. See what we get.
Let's try my luck with a round of randomizer.
And look at it as simulating abuse of authority too. Yeah, that's true.
Rock and stone, brother, and your gold satchel.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't really fit that well with Mass Effect, at least that choice.
We're about to lay.
If it was like, since we were playing like the Starship Troopers thing, if it was in Starship Troopers, it would be like par for the course. like
Rock and stone.
like punching a reporter. Like that just seems like a normal day. But when you have more of a like Mass Effect society, it seems a little bit weirder. All right, let's go to the crazy hideout. See how this goes then with elite threat. Going for those Aquarks. Yeah, but I do hope you enjoy Mass Effect. I think you're gonna like it, Holy Thunder. It does, at least for the first one, it does kind of start out slow. I'll give you a heads up on that.
Ready for this?
Because like the first mission is fairly brief. It's not too much. And then I think there's like one more kind of regular combat mission sort of thing. And then it's like after that, it's go to like the main hub, the main city, and you can do a lot of stuff there. And that part can be a little bit slow. Like I remember, at least if you want to explore and you want to do some of the side quests, it can actually take a decent amount of time to go through. And a lot of it isn't like, you know, tons of combat sections. It's usually like kind of go around, talk to people, figure out what's going on, learn more about the world itself, which is pretty cool in its own way. Oh. Okay. Bono Sabata then. Hang on, Saul, I'm coming.
That'll leave a mark.
What's your favorite story game? Favorite story in a game? There's a couple. Even though I have never actually played Last of Us, I would say Last of Us has a great story in it, mostly because of the characters. My favorite one that I have played though would probably have to go to like Red Dead 2, or it would be up there. Alternatively, the BioShock series also I think has great stories in it. Like all 3 of them, First, Second, and Infinite, especially if you're counting the DLCs from Infinite. It's like Burial at Sea is amazing. So, oh, also, crap, I'm forgetting the name now. Outer Wilds. Outer Wilds actually has an amazing story to it as well. And such a really cool experience. I think it's more you just putting it together. What makes it so good. I don't remember if Outer Wilds actually has any like dialogue in it. It might not. Alright, you got him.
Grabbing ammo.
Oh, also Silent Hill 2. That'd be another one. Like, even though that one's fairly recent for me, Silent Hill 2 has an amazing story to it. Mostly just in the way that it's told and in how the character development goes. And just how creepy and weird everything is.
What's in line?
So,
Combat positions. The swarm is here.
I've got quite a few. Red Dead 2 was robbed in 2018. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like Red Dead 2 is awesome. Such great characters, such great story. Originally, I was like, oh man, I gotta play as Arthur. I kind of wanted to play as John, though. I like John. And then, I don't know if it's really that much of a spoiler, but you do play as John later, and it's like, oh, I kind of want to play as Arthur. I think Arthur's one of the best developed characters here. Yeah. I guess it's mostly because they made Arthur feel like such a real character. Being not really that much of a good guy, but not really a bad guy either. Being very morally gray. And like in the most fun way too. And a lot of the side characters too. A lot of the side characters are really, really good. John, of course, is a really good character. Sadie's an amazing character. Charles is an amazing character. Yeah, yeah. Might just get bullied by this one to death. Oh, not quite, but it's very close. I'm not entirely sure what I even have on the cryo cannon. It seems like it might be the clean one. That hurt.
Marks think we're gonna like it. Sweet. I'm wondering if fighting bugs and moving dirt is the best way to make a living.
But we might need your stuff. Oop, I activated my berserker. Not mean to do that.
Players, not ready yet. More of these and I'll bleed out. Nitro! Stop smoking!
All right. Ah, there we go. Right. We don't have barb drills, sadly. We've got like extra fast digging drills. Yeah, awesome over here. You've pressed. No, I actually haven't. No, nothing on the cryo cannon for pushing R.
Scanner just got updated with a new location.
Either for laughs or disturbing psychopath, not someone want to represent our species, right? If you import a save from Mass Effect 2, game defaults to Renegade actions. Sorry to say, Rex doesn't actually... Oh, okay. That's kind of weird. What cryo cannon overclock did the rando give you? Still unknown? Yeah, still unknown. I think it's the clean one. Or maybe it's nothing. I'm not sure. Let me check. We've got... Yeah, we did get the clean one. Clean one and automatic fire. Okay. Seemed like it could be that, because it didn't seem like there was anything else that was going really weird with my build. Ooh, there's more stuff over here. Take him out, Steve. Oh, I'm out of drill fuel. Do I have enough C4? I only have 2. And it's not mining C4, is it? I don't think so. It would have cleared up more area then. Hey, but I got to it. That's all that matters. What's that one over there? Oh, another game that actually has a pretty good story too, once you piece it together, is Hotline Miami. Although, you have to take the time to piece it together, which is a little bit awkward. Because if you just play through it normally, the story is out of order and kind of weird. Right after a long time, we loaded up, and now we're falling into them. Okay. Awesome. Glad to hear that it's finally working for you. Hang on, I'm a-coming. Here you go, buddy. Whoop, if it lets me. I haven't played Hotline Miami. You hear a lot of good things about it. It's a very fun game. It's a very difficult game, though, too. And it has really good music. Like I said, the story is good, but you have to piece the story together. Because, like, part 2 is kind of just... I wouldn't really say a mess. It's just that it's extremely out of order. Since part of it takes place before the first game, part of it takes place after the first game, you're jumping between a lot of different characters. And everything is told from a very unreliable narrative. Where it's like, part of the story in part 1 we're hearing from Jacket, part of it we're hearing from Biker. Neither one is fully reliable, though. Also, it wasn't until after I had played the games and I think watched a video on it that I even realized that Jacket and Richard are actually two separate characters. They're not the same character.
Let's have a look-see, shall we?
Which I don't think is really a spoiler. It's just, it's something that you don't really consider. Also, the start of Hotline Miami 1 is bizarre too. It's like you don't know what's going on. You don't know why Jacket's doing any of the things he's doing till about midway through the game. And then it's still fairly unreliable because, at least in part 2, we get to meet Richter. Or meet him a bit more. Whereas in part 1, we only get Jacket's perspective of him. Which is kind of weird. I don't know, the whole game is very weird. Opinions on the drag? I like the drag. Drag's pretty good. It has a lot of cool overclocks too. Probably Scout's best primary weapon for crowd control. Although the M1000 and the GK2 can work pretty well too, so. Scout's got really fun primary weapons. I'm gonna have enough fuel to get this. What's such great?
What I found! Pickaxe! Flares ain't ready!
Inflatable beach float secured. Score 1 for the good guys, miners. Performance point bonus is active.
Okay. Wait, oh, there's an inflatable beach float? Okay, that's kind of cool. I haven't seen it yet, but awesome. Oh, I just used up my berserker again. Oh well.
Incoming. Smoke him if you got him.
Resupply order!
Well done. You got more. Hit the launch controls to return the minehead. We'll send it the escape pod.
We got our pool floaty. Nice. I was hitting somebody with that. I think I hit somebody with the grenade. Ah, there's another one. Oh, and I got pulled into 2 tri-jaws. Well, that hurt. I think I killed some of them though. Yeah, I like stories that are told organically. Yeah, like I said, Hotline Miami, really good story if you piece it together, but it is kind of strange because it's like even in the first one you're bouncing between a couple characters, since you're mostly playing as Jacket, who at least by the middle of part 2 we realize is not really the most reliable narrator, or I guess towards the end of part 1, since like I don't think it's also a huge spoiler to say this, but it's like Richter shoots him in the head and then he recovers from it. So part of this is like memories and a lot of it is distorted. Which is why we only see Richter as being like a really sketchy bad guy, even though he's probably like one of the nicest characters in the series. It's just you're also seeing it from Jacket's perspective, who is a violent psychopath, so like it's unreliable in that regard. And then I think you're also playing as Jake for at least one mission in it, which is kind of weird. It's like he's not really a major character, or even that much of a minor character really. He just kind of shows up. and then Biker, who is like a major character in it. But then we also get, first we get Jacket's half the story, and then we get Biker's half the story, and they don't make sense with one another. Yeah, and then like once you move on to Hotline Miami 2, you have all sorts of weird stories. Since it's like you're following the detective, you're following the news reporter, you're following the, what are those people called? The fans? You're following like the Russian mafia, and you're following like Beard. So it's like some of this is before, some of this is after. You're also following some sort of actor that kind of goes crazy as well. It's like you're following so many different people that are all kind of connected to one another, but not exactly. Okay. Yeah, for the exploders, there's a bunch of them. Or at least 2 of them. When will season 5 start? If past seasons are anything to go off, probably it will officially start in November. But we'll probably get early access to it as early as October. So we're still a couple months away. Yeah, the poison killed me. Or the acid killed me. I think I'm relatively close to it. Probably in a few months, yeah. Did somebody here if the devs want to do some more robo content? I'm not sure if they're doing more robot content or not. I would kind of doubt it. I imagine they'll make this something else. Oh. Well, you did take him out. Ah. Saw that CUNL. Let's see, who has Iron Will then? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, Stingtail. Oh, but it didn't matter. Resupply are too strong. For a little bit. Get to the drone pod. Oh. Yeah, no. We lost it. Stingtail, yeah. What would you like to see added in Season 5? I'm not sure. Probably something completely different. Some new bugs would be cool. A rework of the perk system would be kind of cool too. Just to either have more perks or more choices of perks or change the perks around a little bit. The Stingtail yanked me 3 feet back to stop with his resupply. Yeah, it really did. It was only like a tiny grab, but it was enough of a disruption. Rock and stone, everyone. Good try. Let's see. I would probably have enough time to try that one again. Let's see what else do. Yeah, that one will probably be the fastest out of these. Let's go again. Let's go again. And then maybe we'll do like Rando Scout or something. I can't stand Mine Lair. I want to shoot the bugs, not in front of them. Yeah, I can understand that. I know mine layer system's not everybody's favorite, and I understand why. Even though it can be really strong. Ready for the long time of loading up? I'll give this game 10 downloads out of 10. Yeah.
Cheers!
Give this 10 drunken dwarves out of 10.
Nothing will stop us now.
No other dwarf game comes close. Is there any use of Phasianite in the cosmetic shop? I have over 3,000 now and wonder if it would be worth spending instead of saving up. Yeah, you can just spend it in the cosmetic shop. That's the only thing it's used for. So I would just say use up all that you got here because you're not going to use it for anything else.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you can trade it or anything, right?
Yes.
No, you can't trade it.
Rock and stone in the heart.
For rock and stone!
We fight for rock.
Yeah.
I ain't getting younger, you know. Rock and stone.
Perfect, thank you. Yeah, no problem, Andrew. Yeah, I would just say always use that if you don't want to use up anything else because it's only used for that one purpose. Which is kind of cool that they added that into the game.
Rock and stone, you beautiful dwarf.
How much is he drinking? Is he taking the pots of gold? Is that what it is? Oh yeah, okay. I think that's what he's doing.
Rock and stone!
Alright.
Forever!
Drop sequence initiating.
Going to the illuminated prize this time. Oh.
Rock on!
Cheers, everyone.
Initiating.
I ain't got all day. Let's teamwork.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. I was thinking maybe he needed some extra time, but I think he was just drinking more.
We're leaving.
I had randomizer.
Ready to leave!
Should be fine. Exceptionally, I guess the devs wanted an avenue for you to get drip for your dwarves with 0. Worry about slowing down any other upgrade progression. Yeah, that could be. That very well could be, because like when I first started playing, I basically didn't buy any cosmetics. Maybe I bought a couple of beards and a couple of like hairstyles that were super cheap, and then that was it. And then after that, I was just like spending money to get mods and to buy like overclocks once I got them, and that was it.
I hate this game!
So this does give you another incentive to like build up that whole repertoire of stuff, which is great.
Rock and stone forever.
Oh, I got the Drac and I got the Zukovs, and I'm pretty sure this is embedded detonators. Yep. It's based off the ammo. Not entirely sure what drag we got here. Might just be like the clean one or something. I think it is. I think this is like the thermal liquid cooling. Because we can shoot it for quite a while and it's not overheating. We don't have bouncy rounds, we don't have fire on it. We're not getting like more ammo from shield battery booster or less ammo from free wire mod. And it's not aggressive venting either. Wow. He got punched one after another by those slashers. That hurt. Ah, thank you.
Die, monsters.
That would be up in no time. There we go.
Goddamn overheating!
It's a spitballer.
Okay.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, no sweet tooth, but that's okay. Okay, I do have IFGs. That's what I thought I had. With 6 of them, because that's less than the boomerangs. More than cryos, more than... Oh!
With a new location. Keep your powder dry.
I found the pool floaty! And all the bugs that are associated with it. Oh, I'm gonna get out? Alright. It's kinda nice, I guess. Alright.
Feel much better now.
Already dead and dealt with.
Let there be light.
Exception, I guess, the devs. Oh, okay. I already read that one. Making sure I'm caught up on all the messages. Sorry if I miss some messages. Sometimes I do when I'm either getting distracted by all the bugs or zoning out or whatever it might be. Back our pool floaty, though. This is our prize. Oh, it's a glibid one. Okay, I wasn't sure what this was. I thought it was some hat. The glibid floaty. That's cool. Oh, we lost somebody too? Well, that's not good. Oh, okay. You have it under control then. Alright, I got you. Ain't got no ammo left? Did I actually run out of drag ammo? I did.
You're a stain on the floor. Let's order a slaughter. Slowing down traffic.
Okay. Alright. Or CUNL, that'll make it work. What are your opinions on the infected frameworks? I like them. I know they're not for everybody. They seem to be a very love it or hate it framework. But I think I like them overall.
Time to restock.
Oh, hey, we've got a cube too. Yes, I know you're there. Oh. I don't have Born Ready. I don't have Resupplier. I don't have Sweet Tooth.
Eat that.
I don't know what my passives are. I don't think I have Vampire either.
Snooze, you lose.
think I have strong arm either. Hmm. Right. That one over there. This is what I really want to get to, though. Wherever this thing is. Oh, there it is. More fossils.
Objective completed. Launch controls are active and awaiting your
There's another one.
to bring it home, team.
I think we actually have a chance to make it out alive. Inventory is full. Fighting! Line is up.
Sure.
Down the hatch.
It's hey Ron, I love your streams, Rock and Stone. Oh well, thank you. Rock and Stone to you too, and I'm glad that you enjoy the streams. They are very fun to do. Whether it be playing some Deep Rock and just hanging out with you guys, or whether it be playing like some new games. Like I just barely started playing Cyberpunk yesterday. I had never played it before, and so far it's been very fun.
Flares up.
And some funny parts in it too, sometimes unintentional. I'm seeing more fossils around here. We only need a couple. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's the last one that we need. Alright, cool. That's below me, okay. Hang on. Gotta get out of here. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. I think we're doing all right. Yeah, I'm ready, whatever. On another one of these. Get rid of that. Robotic Rebellion and Robotic Voices for Dwarves, new overclocked robot/bug hybrid enemies. That could be pretty cool too. I would always be up for having new enemies and new biomes, and new mission types. We haven't had a new mission type in quite a while. Last one we got was the Caretaker mission, which I know not everybody likes. I'm still holding out for like an on-site refinery mission, where you build your own brewery. Wonder where the drop pod's gonna land this time. It's purely experiment on how much you can fly down the absence of the cave. Results inspired 3,000 meters, and then the character last no longer flies. Okay. I imagine it's just falling to the ground then. Ah. Last 10 seconds. You got this.
Enemy slowed down. Don't let him flank you.
Oh. A detonator. Yeah. Oh, a lot of detonators for these missions. Oh.
Take it easy. I need more ammo.
Yeah, that's all that I got there. Why is it all the way up in the ceiling? Huh, I think I'm gonna die. Yes, I couldn't survive that. I thought I could get a little bit closer to the edge there, but unfortunately not. You got this, driller. Make your way up there, because that's a very weird spawn. Kind of funny the gunner's the first one to make it up there. You guys got this. Worst drop pod spawn ever. Yeah, it's probably one of the worst. Put it in the ceiling. You guys can make it to the ceiling, right? Alright, but hey, we got the mission done, which is pretty awesome. That completes the first thing to getting to my shark hat. Blech. A little bit longer of a mission for the point extract, although that was a very vertical cave. Yeah, that spot sucked. What on earth mission control? Yeah, mission control does that.
Ancestors, that was a bad rockin' stone forever.
Yes.
That was a shit show.
Yeah, that drop pod. Yeah. Oh well. What I meant to hit. All right. Okay, well, that'll have to be my last mission for today, at least right now. I will be back probably about in an hour and a half or so after I grab some lunch, and we'll be doing the rest of at least this mission, and maybe playing around with some more mods or something. Maybe just playing builds that you guys would like to see. Whatever it might be, it'll be open lobby just like this one, so if anybody wants to hop in, feel free to join me. Should be pretty fun. And, yeah, thanks everybody for being here. Really do appreciate it. And thank you for all the follows, subscribes, and everything like that, too. Always appreciate that as well. Alright, see you, Forklift. See you guys. Had fun? Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for joining me, Lego. Do appreciate it.
About to rock and stone.
You guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you at the later stream. Bye-bye, everybody.